In normal times, Manchester Airport handles 600 flights a day. Today, there were just 20. The new quarantine rules are popular with the public, and passengers arriving here were resigned to the prospect of self-isolation.
I think it's very frustrating for Britons that want to go on holiday, but I think it's right to quarantine people coming in.
People arriving yesterday don't have to go into quarantine, where we do. And I've come from a country that's got a heck of a lot less rate of COVID cases than you have in the UK.
From today, most passengers arriving in the UK will have to complete an online form before travelling, with their contact details and an address where they plan to self-isolate for 14 days. There's a £100 fine for failing to fill in the form and a fine of £1,000 for breaching the quarantine. 42 types of passenger, like doctors, police officers, nurses and lorry drivers, are exempt from the rules. Airlines and airports warn the quarantine will kill any hopes of a recovery in air travel. British Airways, Ryanair and EasyJet are threatening to take legal action against the government.
It prohibits us from actually flying, and it comes at a point in time where the rest of Europe is setting themselves up and preparing for the citizens to enjoy their holidays.
What would you say to people who perhaps feel you are putting the economy before public health?
Well, we don't. There is basically no evidence scientifically or medically, that proves that this is an efficient policy in the first place.
ITV News has seen a copy of the guidance that has been issued by the Home Office to customs officers, and it states that they should encourage the completion of quarantine forms but not enforce it, and that only a certain percentage of arriving passengers will be checked. Now, the guidance states that fines should only be issued if a passenger provides manifestly false information, for example, stating that their name is Mickey Mouse or that their address is Buckingham Palace. The government insists the rules are necessary to prevent a second wave of infections, and it's looking to negotiate quarantine-free air bridges with other European countries in the next 3 weeks. Meanwhile, we're told day one has gone smoothly.
Generally speaking, people have filled out the form either on their phone or online and are feeling quite confident about the information they're providing.
In Manchester, new arrivals head for home, where they'll be expected to stay for the next fortnight. Those hoping to get away from it all this summer have been warned. Joel Hills, ITV News at Manchester Airport.